104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Wednesday, March the 6th. The 6th of 2024. Hey, it's 6:01, and it's Roula, Ryan, Eric, Switzer, K, and Sam. And here we go, halfway through the week. And for certain school districts, they're looking forward to Friday because their spring break weekend will begin into their spring break week.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody's on spring break already, though.
No, I don't think so. It's too early.
Any school districts doing that?
I've heard
They
last
split them
schools-
again, right?
Last school's last day is Thursday for a lot of schools for some reason.
Oh, really? That's nice.
And then the next week
What?
after that,
I was up
then
in spring
other school
yesterday, and
districts
there
do it.
was a bunch of kids off of school. My mom was
maybe they're
talking.
out.
She found like other grandmas and was like, "Oh, what's up?"
Is that what happens?
It
that
was.
voice.
Kind of gravitate to each other if you have white hair.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
They did. The one lady was like, "Wow, is that your natural hair color?" My mom's like, "It is. I decided to grow it out." And then at the end of it, they were like, "Bless your heart." My mom's like, "Wait, isn't that an insult?" I was like, "No,
bless
she
your
meant."
heart.
I was like, at the end of
Bless
it, I was
your
like, she
heart.
actually meant it in a nice way because I had to tell her that like that's not always nice.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that lady was nice. I was like, "Mom, that was like a cool like Texas grandma." Like she was
Bless
like,
your heart.
yeah.
Damn it.
I
Yeah.
was like, "Wait, what?" But
You
it
know
was
how
kinda funny.
people
She
who
found
come from
another
other
grandma.
states realize that we have like lots of mosquitoes and stuff? Has anybody else noticed that we are getting overtaken by the plague of the mosquito hawks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
The
big.
mosquito
You know they're
hawks.
actually called crane flies.
Crane flies?
Yes, that's what they're called.
Do they
They
suck
look
blood?
like mosquitoes. They do not attack you, but
No,
they
they
look like
don't.
mosquitoes.
And they're giant.
Yes, basically they're just. It means spring is coming.
I know, but I had not noticed it like
I
this
did
before,
like a
Sam.
deep dive. Oh no, it was like this last year.
Do they
Yesterday-
eat mosquitoes?
I thought they eat mosquitoes. That's why they were
No,
mosquito
here it
hawks.
is. I'm actually on
What do they
Axios Houston right now. They said that is a misconception. Mosquito hawks, also known as crane flies or skeeter eaters, don't actually eat mosquitoes.
No,
Oh, great.
they're
What
not
do they
helping
eat?
us.
Get the hell
What
out
are
of
they
here.
doing? Y'all, yesterday I
You
went to go
need
take
stuff
the
to eat
those.
trash
You serve no
out
purpose. Leave.
after dinner, and I was like, I'll just go put the trash in the trash can. And I swear, if my neighbors were outside in their driveway, they'd be like, what happened? Because, you know, like you have your, like most people have a driveway light, and in the not the shadow, but in the glare, I guess, of the driveway light, when I turned around after putting the trash, I go, look. I was like, oh my God.
Your own
It's
shadow?
on my face. No, mosquito hawks.
It's like,
Oh,
yeah.
Which, by the way,
Mosquito hawks were all up in my face.
they don't bite you.
No.
They don't
No,
bite
they're
humans.
just-
they're just
They just scare children because they
says
got in the
right here.
house.
They're massive.
What's their purpose? To entertain cats.
Well, that's
ever get
not
those-
the real purpose.
Those mud dauber thingies.
Well, yeah, the mud daubers
yeah.
are the nests that look like
They build
for
up-
wasps.
Yeah.
But they ruined like if you have stucco, white stucco makes it look ugly. 'Cause
Yeah.
But they do stink, don't they? Mud daubers?
Stink?
They're
Stink? No, I don't.
Sting.
Oh.
Sorry.
I was told that they don't. They're not like, you don't treat them like wasps.
I used to
but
treat them
they
like
look
wasps, and then I realized they're good because they eat spiders. And
Because they look like wasps.
yeah,
They
Oh.
really
Man,
do.
I'm scared of that.
you're swimming and
It's
they just
commonly applied to a number of wasps, the mud dauber name from either the family blah, 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 or blah, 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 which we can't pronounce. They build their nest from mud. That's why it looks like that, Eric.
Oh, Kevin, no,
For
here.
sure.
what do they do?
A mud
They-
dauber is unlikely to sting you, but in the event that it does, your symptoms may resemble a typical bug bite.
Okay.
Their venom is mild.
It says here, Eric, if you find that a mud dauber has built a nest in a visible location on your home or in a place that causes you inconvenience, it's okay to remove it.
Knock it off.
It's easy to
Knock
knock it
that
off,
thing
but then, but then you still get that little
Yeah,
stain.
you still get a brown stain,
Yeah.
so you got to scrub it
Power
off.
wash it
They will
off.
go quietly and rebuild elsewhere on your
can
house.
can you power wash like a stucco house?
Well,
Remember,
Eric
I
tried
did that.
Yeah.
Remember, it turned pink.
Turned pink?
Yeah, it took the paint
That
off.
idiot, that guy,
You did a bad job.
Those when you try and get those moms to help each other out on those websites.
How do you
those
power
email
wash
or-
the outside of your current crib?
Oh yeah, I got a guy. Also, I see him just.
It's part of his HOA fees.
It's just all glass.
Yeah, I see the guy squeegee though. He'll come down the.
Does it
with that
ever
little
scare
paddle.
you?
What
For
if you're
people
in
that
a-
don't know? Eric lives in a high rise.
Compromising position?
Oh yeah, no, I got the shades down for that.
Yeah, it's part of his HOA fees for the building to get power washed.
Has it ever scared you though, where you're just walking by and you're like, ah, there's a guy outside your window because you're like 20 floors up?
I can't remember. Maybe once, but a lot of times you'll hear it. You'll be like, "What's that noise?" Because they're bouncing off the. Because they're on like a little paddle board.
Talk about a nerve-wracking
There's
job.
one guy that has a machine, but for the other little windows, they got like a little.
Just like
Looks like
here,
a swing.
when
Looks like
those
a
guys
swing.
are on that swing thing and they're on the 7th floor of our building washing windows.
Those guys like Like they go to school for that, or is it just hey you
Are you afraid of heights?
want a job? Here's a
Come on up
squeegee.
I
here.
don't know what the formal education is for doing that,
Because insurance has to be high.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
And I'm not trying to
Oh, for sure.
downplay it. I'm sure there is some kind of education for it because they're not going to let anybody just jump up on a scaffold and go, 50 stories
Same thing
up.
with the
Propelled?
tree cutters. Those guys have to climb all the way up to the top of these insanely tall
Put their
trees.
foot on the limb and then cut it, and I'm like,
don't know how
no.
they're
But I
doing
think
that.
they're safe. I mean, you just mentioned I did rappel for a charity this past fall, and I went off the top of the Doubletree Hotel, and at no point did I feel like I was
But you
in
had
danger.
harnesses. I never see.
Yeah, you've
these
got
guys just
harnesses.
have like
Yeah, there's on that little trolley thing.
You didn't have a squeegee in hand.
I did not have a
A bucket
squeegee,
of water.
but I went like 20 stories down, and I
my
think it
problem
took
is
2
like,
minutes.
I'm like, do I have enough water?
Oh, up there.
If it's like 30 stories, I'm like, do I have a bucket? Because what do I do? I run out. Like
My
10
concern-
stories left. I'm like, oh crap.
Eric would not
My
ever have
concern
that
would
job
be-
because he think about the bathroom too much.
That's it. Not about having water, about getting rid of it. What are you going to do when you're up there and
I
you got
just
to
pee
pee?
in the bucket.
Yeah, somebody's gonna see you.
Yeah, there's all got
Squeegee.
windows.
Right here, there's windows.
You're in the
front
middle of a
windows.
conference room and you look out the window and there's
Oh,
a guy
yeah.
with a
Indecent
wiener out.
exposure.
Yeah, get arrested.
Yeah, you would definitely get arrested.
No.
I don't want that job.
No.
Okay, here's a question because your family has a beach house, Eric, and I've been there before where, the windows get wind whipped by the sand and there's kind of like a film on the windows. So that's got to be that's got to be annoying if you have to always clean the windows, right?
It's not too bad. You just
But
do it, like,
if you're
once
in a
month.
high rise in Galveston, how do you do that? Because not
yeah.
every window has a balcony attached to it where you can get outside to
What's
clean
that
it, right?
the pyramid in Luxor in
Okay.
Vegas? Don't they have automatic machines that clean that
And
pyramid?
squeegee it.
Really?
Squeegee it down, up and down.
Oh, I don't know. That would be something fascinating to watch on time.
That's what they have on cruise ships too. It's just this big arm that drives down the side of the ship.
It's all the salt.
Really?
Every job is going to disappear
That is
to
fascinating to
technology.
me.
Like all of
How many
them.
jobs would be like that?
Somebody texted there's no there's no official training for window cleaning.
You just got to be willing to
You figure out
go
how to do
30,
it
40 stories up.
and ensure that you have safety. This is coming from somebody who did it for about 20 years ago.
How about Williams Tower?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Well, actually, I think
What about the wind up there? The wind?
I think the J.P. Morgan building is the tallest building in the state of Texas. And
It's taller than Trisco?
The problem
yeah,
is,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Williams is about by itself, so it's got the wind just hitting you. Hell no.
It also probably looks taller because it is by itself.
Yeah. When it's not around all the other ones. It's like, wow, that thing is huge.
For
I wonder,
now.
I wonder if they feel like they're swaying when they get up there.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm
I
sure
felt
you
it.
would.
I've been up to the 50th floor.
During
in
hurricanes,
there.
you can feel it. When I lived up in the 25th floor.
Oh, really? It felt
My
like the
building.
ground was moving?
Yeah, you can feel the building move a
that's
little
scary.
bit.
There's some type of
Wind.
program like Mega Engineering that shows you how they weight those buildings with hanging blocks from underneath that sway one direction when the wind pushes it.
There's so many
this
smart
other
people out there.
Oh,
No
no.
kidding.
I feel so stupid. People that can build that stuff and do these things. Like NASA.
Well, I mean, that's just their thing.
Yeah.
We learned when we went to NASA. We told them, wow, you guys are brilliant geniuses, and we feel like a bunch of clowns in a box.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, but we can't do what you do. And you give us a smile.
I mean,
in the
how do you
morning.
think I feel? Like in my
Probably could, though.
in my relationship, she is an engineer, and it's like I can't. It's like usually, in the traditional roles, I'd be the one to go to fix a problem or something. Like, nope, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. She knows how to do everything. I mean, like
Engineer
everything.
mind.
No idea how to do
Engineers,
it.
okay, I would like if somebody who's listening right now is an engineer, do you fit? Are you the round hole going into the round peg? Because the engineer stereotype is that they're so engineer wired. They're not really the fun bunch. They're engineers. They don't have an emotional side to them. They're like analytical. It's like, well, that's
Like
I'm
your
an engineer.
accountants are supposed to be stiff.
Yeah. Or who's like the crazy guy at the convention or the crazy lady at the convention? It's like, oh man, Fun Linda's here. Yeah,
That's the engineer
Linda.
that got like a C at A&M.
I've
They get the A's.
I've heard the stories because she was like the only female in her engineering school when she went to school, and she was telling me about some of the engineers, and
There's not many women.
there was like none when she went. She went to a school called the Colorado School of Mines, which is like a very prestigious
Mimes.
mines. They're not doing
Mine?
pantomime. Mine.
She did her internship in
M-I-N-E. Google
Was she at
it.
the Eiffel Tower?
But she
Her
would tell
striped
me.
shirt on.
She would tell me some of these guys are a little bit not social butterflies.
Yeah. They can be
That's what I'm saying.
awful.
Like engineers are real, just like
In some
laser
countries,
focused.
like when my father-in-law was in Iran, engineers the biggest job, bigger than doctors. Like they look up to engineers more.
You can build buildings.
Yeah, Which
Think
is
about
weird.
the mind. Like it's
I think a
sometimes
doctor would be it because it saves lives.
I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, you really couldn't do anything if there was an apocalypse. Like I don't think I don't think I could contribute much to society.
Well, I mean,
You know, you got the there's not going to be a need for somebody like, you know, if it was the Walking Dead world or the one on
you
HBO.
said you'd be worth more if you were dead because then they could use your arm at least as a weapon.
Yeah, I got all this metal in it. Like, you know, in Walking Dead's, people get their arms bit off. You could just take mine because it's
bite into
mechanical.
it.
How about this last text before we move along? I worked on the top floor, the 47th. I work on the top floor, the 47th floor of Center Point. OMG, when it's windy, I get motion sickness. It's like being on a boat.
Really?
And another person said there is a Dirty Jobs episode where it was window cleaners. So you can see how
I need
that
to go
works.
watch that. Mike
There's
Rowe.
a show
With
called
Mike Rowe. Dirty Jobs.
Dirty Jobs.
Oh, God, that was
I've
on.
never seen it.
It's Ryan. That's been on for like 20 years.
Really? What network? Where's it streamed?
We interviewed that guy on the Roula and Ryan show.
I can't remember.
Yeah, Mike
Everybody.
Rowe.
We've done thousands of shows throughout the
He's
years.
awesome because he's all about like
Dirty Jobs.
you can don't have to have a 4-year degree. You can
Yeah.
trade schools. There's
Right.
ways to make money and be successful. You don't have to do what sheep do and all have to go to college.
Or you do a job that nobody else wants to do and it pays you well
Yeah.
because nobody else wants to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dirty
What
Jobs.
show was that? A&E?
It was
I
on
thought it was on
A&E. I think
A&E.
now you can find it.
But it was
on
on
Hulu
for
or
like
something.
100 years.
I think it was off.
It's like
I can't believe you don't
Mythbusters.
know it.
I don't know when it's on, but everyone's heard of Mythbusters, but I've only seen half of
I
one
guess
episode.
my algorithm never showed that.
I go on TikTok, just watch it. It's good.
Okay.
We
It
even
was
talked about
before
sending me to do,
algorithms.
like, we talked about it in front of our boss to send me to do Dirty Jobs here in Houston.
Correct.
You were in that meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've destroyed my brain.
Where he's asleep.
Oh, yeah.
We're not there.
Or he skipped it because Kevin Kim was hosting it.
Why would you say that? You are such a little stir.
Whoa!
Okay, you want to draw first blood? That is correct. I'm going to start hanging here after that.
Coming up next, the Oscar race is on.
That's still going on?
It is. It's next Sunday.
Like
And we've
mid-March
never
almost.
heard really from voters before, and some voters are spilling the tea on the ballots. We'll talk about that in Scoop. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be warm, y'all. I mean, it looks like in the low 80s again. Right now it's 68 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Now, y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
All right, it is National Women's History Month, and in light of that, we are looking to spotlight amazing, fabulous women of the Roula and Ryan Show listening audience, and we want you to spotlight them at 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on the phone. This is where you call up the listener line, and you tell us about a fabulous woman in your life. Tell us her name, what makes her so amazing, and then she could be the spotlight at 8:20 on the Roula and Ryan Show and 3:35 with Kevin Quinn and Audrey Rose. That's how we're doing it
Pretty cool.
all month long.
Make sure you save their names, please. I mean, because I'm going through these listener lines, and some of these calls are amazing. They'll say, I'd like to thank my mom. And
Also say your name, because if they
don't say mom.
Yeah, if they
Mom's
say
name.
like I want to highlight my coworker, Caroline. Well, the person's like, oh my gosh, which one of my coworkers was that?
It's true.
Yeah.
Right?
Good point.
Well, which voice was that? I don't know who called
I
in
guess you
about
go back
me.
and hear their voice, but you do sound different on the phone.
But, you
You do,
know,
you do.
if they're important to you, say, hey, this is John, and I'd like to spotlight, so-and-so by their name.
Correct. We also have Wild West Brewfest tickets this morning at 8 o'clock for the Rapid Fire Quiz. This is where you can sample over 600 different beer
That sounds
on
fun.
tap. There's food. There's a wine
Challenge
grotto.
accepted.
There's live music. Sam's going to be there.
what day are you going to be there?
Saturday. It's just this.
March
Just
23rd.
one day?
Sorry, it is just one day. Yes.
600 beers in one day.
I mean, obviously,
Challenge
that is
accepted.
not.
That's it.
No, that
many do you
is
think you could get?
Not the. Oh,
I'm not saying a whole beer. I'm saying
No, like a sip. Do you think
Yeah,
you can get
no.
100 sips in?
100 sips over how many hours? What time does it start and
how
how
many,
does it end?
how many sips would it take?
Or could you have
Good
like
beer.
like with wine where they
How
just
many
spit
sips
it out?
does it take to get
Yeah.
Sam drunk? Get her remote.
I know, right? My life.
Now that you don't drink that much anymore.
Yeah, no. I
can't.
don't think I could handle that, to be honest.
And your tolerance is probably lower now. Do you feel like your tolerance is lower? Did not change?
Oh no, it's definitely lower.
Yeah, same.
Absolutely.
cannot
Absolutely.
hit
I'm a
drinks
cheap
like I used
date
to.
now. Before
For
I
sure.
wasn't. I was like, I'll run you under this table. Let's go.
Well, 8
Now
o'clock
I'm
this
like,
morning
"Ugh."
is your chance to challenge yourself because that's the prize. It's 4 VIP tickets to
Woo!
Wild West Brewfest. at 8
Who's the
o'clock
reigning
this
champ?
morning. I don't know who won last week.
This guy.
Eric.
Remember, I took on. I even let Ahmad. Kev, you missed this. Ahmad whined because he got beat. So I said, you know what? You can come in the championship. I'll pick both of you. I'll take both of you on.
Oh,
Speaking of, we're going to do listener line coming up in a few minutes.
I lucked out because we're really an overtime guest wrong.
Ahmad, one of the listener lines, Ahmad's number one fan I think he's not his number one fan now. He went into it.
Twan turned on
Ahmad.
Twan already texted this morning before when we were just talking about window washers. Twan wrote, "Come on, let's go, Ahmad."
Okay, so he's over it.
He's over it.
Oh, he was not over it after the loss.
RFQ.
Rapid fire quiz.
Okay.
Yeah, hello.
I'm like, what?
I was like, what did you say?
DQA.
Dairy Queen amnesty?
What does that
Dumb question.
stand for?
Okay, so the Oscars are happening
Curse word
next
with Twan,
Sunday.
you never know.
And this is an interesting story that came out about past Oscars and what's happened to people when they had big moments. In 2014, Ellen DeGeneres hosted the Oscars, and she did that major selfie, the selfie that was the most shared picture in the history of Twitter up until that point. Remember, she went into the crowd and she did a selfie, and like every single big blockbuster person that was in the front row got into this selfie.
That was 10 years already.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been a decade.
Years ago. Well, the New York Post did a story saying, was that selfie cursed? Let's think about who was in that picture. So Ellen got canceled during COVID, toxic workplace, and being out of touch, saying she was like in jail on her,
That was her
sprawling estate.
Being a jerk.
Kevin Spacey, where do you even start with that one?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know why he was in that photo. We all knew back then.
Well,
Brad Pitt and Angelina got divorced, and got really ugly, still going on. Bradley Cooper has been nominated, and he's lost 7 more Oscars since that night.
And didn't he break up with his baby mama?
I mean,
was
life
he with her
happens.
at that
It's 10
Oscars?
years.
Irina Shayk?
Maybe not.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's had a string of bad luck. He's done pretty well for himself.
Well, but he doesn't win, and it's a joke now that his mother has even done a T-Mobile commercial with him. Like, well, you're not going to win because he doesn't win. Unfortunately, I always feel like I learned this years ago. I've referenced the New Yorker magazine a lot because I learned this years ago. Whatever year that was, that Jeff Daniels won for True Grit, or what was that cowboy movie he did? It was a remake of True Grit.
No, I don't know.
What was that? What was that cowboy movie he did with Haley Steinfeld?
Jeff Daniels, isn't he?
No, I'm sorry, Jeff Bridges.
Yeah,
Jeff Bridges. I always confuse him. Sorry.
That's the blonde from Dumb and Dumber.
Yes, Jeff Bridges. He also played Covey in that Netflix series about the FBI. James Covey.
Yeah.
He also played him.
Comey.
Comey. Sorry, I got my own names wrong. Jeff Bridges. What did he win for?
Yeah, it was True Grit.
True Grit.
In 2010, he won for True
So
Grit.
that year, my eyes were open to how the voting of the Oscars really happens, and it really is about the, we call it shaking hands and kissing babies like a politician. You got to show up to all the stuff and be in the voters' faces, and you're on a campaign to win. And he said he was just exhausted by the end of it. Like, he was like, oh my God, I didn't know how hard it was to actually win the Oscar. It has nothing to do really. It was just like, hey, here, I submitted my scene. It's like, okay, how hard are you going to work afterwards? And then they also have to feel like it's your turn. It's your turn. Like, remember Leonardo DiCaprio finally won because it was his turn. Same with Denzel. It was his turn finally after he got screwed over for Training Day and all these other amazing roles he did. Right?
I just want to be nominated then.
Yeah,
I don't think
work. I don't think Jeff Bridges won.
Or was it for the Hurricane he got screwed over? No, Jeff Bridges won.
He didn't win for that. He won for some other movie that
he
was.
didn't
He
because
sang.
it said that picture won Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Adapted Screenplay.
And what did he win? Look up Jeff Bridges Oscar. He won something.
Yeah, because you're talking.
Yeah.
And he
I can't keep all my movies straight in all my years, but I remember
he was
when
a singer
they.
or something. Wasn't he a cowboy, a country singer or something?
What does it say on Google?
Jeff Bridges Oscar.
Which one?
He won Best Actor in. No, he did win.
Yes, I know, but
Wait.
for what? For True Grit?
I'm trying to find out real
It
quick.
doesn't say in that first line in Google?
No, it doesn't.
How weird is that?
How many Oscar? He has 2 awards.
What are
Oscars-
the movies for?
Oscars in 2010 and Golden Globes in 2019. So if it's 2010, it had to be True Grit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was Cowboy movie he won for. Anyway, that's when I learned the whole breakdown of the votes. And somebody on Entertainment Weekly that did an article about 4 voters of the current race right now. And 4 anonymous voters get very candid about secret ballot picks. Maestro is a vanity show, and they hated Poor Things. They said it made them feel uncomfortable.
Kevin didn't like Maestro, right? You said you were bored by it?
Yeah.
It's on
You're
Netflix.
like the 3rd person I've heard that said Maestro was unwatchable.
I don't know if it's unwatchable, but I was like, is this really going to go anywhere? It's not even touching on the aspects of his life that I care about.
Whose life is it?
It's about
A maestro.
Yeah.
It was
A
crazy.
man who was a maestro.
People
But
say-
I mean, is it somebody famous?
Yes, he was a very popular composer at the time. Why can't I remember his name? I'm going to say the wrong one.
By the way, it was Crazy Heart
Yeah, it's
that
Crazy
Jeff
Heart.
Bridges
I knew it
won
was
for.
something
Crazy
with-
Heart? Okay.
Seems like he was a singer or something.
Leonard Bernstein.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a huge
I just know that
conductor.
name from REM.
Oh, really?
They got a song.
Leonard Bernstein, Leonard Brezhnev.
Really?
Yeah.
What song is it?
It's the end of the world.
I
as
never
we
knew
know
that
Never
he
knew
was
that
in
either.
that part.
That's all I ever
Never knew that
I'm like, who the
either.
hell's this guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny how those kind of songs, it's just like we didn't start the fire. I'm like, oh, I'm learning a little history lesson.
Yeah.
It's like a public service announcement and a pop song.
Maybe my history teacher should learn to sing.
Yeah, it'd make it more interesting.
Yeah, I would have paid attention.
Well, I guess we'll have to see how it
It's
all
a great
shakes
way to
out.
study, by the way. If you're studying for something, put it to song and you remember it when you're taking the test.
Then you're singing in front of the class.
No, I mean,
in
like
your
in your
head,
head.
in
You
your
don't
head.
realize it until you start singing?
Yeah, you're sitting there at the desk. Leonard Bernstein, Leonard Bernstein.
He pretended to be straight, which I wanted to see more of that
Oh,
side.
so he
of
had to live
things.
closeted?
Was he married? He's married
Yes.
to his wife is played by Carrie something.
Mulligan.
His wife Felicia Montegla.
Carrie Mulligan plays her. Okay, these four people on EW.com, Entertainment Weekly, EW Weekly, EntertainmentWeekly.com, who break down their voting process for this year's Oscars, said, yeah, pretty much what you think is going to win is probably going to win. But here's what we really think about who should be winning.
The best is when these people win or everyone talks about them like that guy. I'm the captain now. It's like,
Yeah, you never see him again.
that guy, I don't think he got any more roles.
No. Like, what happens to them?
What about that
Kid
guy?
from the
and other
Crying Game,
things.
up for Academy Award. Got the guy from the Crying Game. Never heard
What
of
about
him
that
again.
Italian guy that was a director and he jumped up on the chairs?
Roberto Benigni.
Yeah, where's he? Does he make shoes?
He was hilarious, though, when he won. Do you remember this year? You were too young, Sam. There was a movie called Life is Beautiful. He was the director and he was the lead actor. He won for director and lead actor.
Oh, wow.
When they called his name, because it was so just out of the left side, right? Out of left field.
It'd be like if we won an award like
Stands
that.
up on the chair in front of him, like on the back of this chair. He stands up. He's like, ah! I mean, the joy in him.
Spielberg and they were all
of
looking
just
up.
like, holy crap, because it's like one of us winning it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
let him enjoy his
we're
moment.
such
It's
we're
awesome.
such a non-race factor, right? Like we're not in the race at all. We're just like the one-off person that got nominated. And I'm sure he had a great history before that, but just pop culture-wise, nobody knew him. But everybody knew him after because
In
of
the
his
industry.
joy. It was like all of pop culture knew him because like the covers of all the magazines after that Oscars is his face.
Yeah,
with
you
his
got
hands
one
up.
shot to
And,
grab
like,
the world's attention.
What about that actor that he was in Wolf of Wall Street? He was a swarmy guy in Switzerland or Swiss bank accounts. But he was in a movie where it was all black and white. And I think it was like a silent film or something.
Yeah, what is that guy's name?
Remember that movie? It was big. It had a dog.
Jean.
Like, where'd that guy
He
go?
won for that black and white movie where they don't talk.
Yeah, I'm like,
Why am I having a brain fart on his name? I'm not good with names this morning.
Well,
I need
that's
more
one of those
coffee.
movies I could not see in a movie theater with people chewing popcorn.
Yeah, you
because
hear
that was the
everything.
year.
Everything was silent in the film, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a.
Oh, I found that name. Stephen Ray was the guy who won for Crying Game. You didn't really hear much about him afterward. I mean, he's done like a ton of prestigious movies,
He
but
did
he's
one
not
with Jim
mainstream.
Spader and Kurt Russell. It was like an alien movie.
Stargate?
Stargate.
Stargate.
Oh, I love that one.
Oh, yeah. They made a series out of that, Kev. Did
They
you ever watch
did.
that?
Several.
It wasn't as good.
Several series.
They did?
Yeah.
Several?
Yeah.
the heck is that guy's name now? You're gonna drive me crazy.
See, these people, though, they win and you don't remember who they are.
Well, all that
know
matters
their
is
faces, we
the
can't remember
casting
names.
directors know who you are, and then having a daughter who's an actress. It's like it's all about who you know in that industry. You get the awards, the accolades, and that gets the attention of casting directors and producers.
Nobody wants to take chances on people.
Nope.
And also, you start to learn their name. Like, who's the guy that Adrian Brody when he kissed Halle Berry? That was another one. He was like, he made his mark because he kissed Halle Berry at the end. Like, he's like, oh my God, I can't believe I just grabbed her face and kissed you.
You do that now, you'll be done.
That's not
You'll be
okay.
like Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
We'll do listener lineup next. We got a bunch
Oh
of stuff.
wow. Yeah, there are so many fun calls. Okay, so you remember we did kids say the darndest things last week. One kid actually exposed a parent's affair by what they said.
Ooh, ouch.
And Special K, man, you get hammered on this listener line call.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, you get schooled.
Like, is he called drunk or somebody attacked him?
By the way, I found out it was called The Artist, and his name is Jean Dujardin.
The
Now I
Artist.
can breathe.
Jean Dujardin.
Jean Dujardin.
He should have been
The
Napoleon.
Artist.
He should have played Napoleon.
So
Instead of Joaquin
Phoenix.
So Kevin's going to get roasted next? Okay, boom,
Yeah.
roasted.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, roasted. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Screw you, clown.
You are a know-it-all, know-nothing. Really?
Really?
4.1 KRBE.
Really?
Yep, that number is 713-278-VENT. We check it every single day.
That's also where you're going to call to leave us a fabulous message about a fabulous woman in your life for National Women's History Month as we spotlight the women of the Roula and Ryan Show listening family. And we're going to do that at 8:20 this morning and 3:35 in the afternoon. So it's 713-278-VENT.
Hey, Ahmad, come in here real quick. I can see him in the hallway. Ahmad, come on in here.
There he is.
Okay, so put on some headphones. You know, last week on the rapid fire quiz, it was Ahmad and Eric in the finals.
Well, it was Rula and
And
Eric.
me.
It was
All three
Roula
of
and
us.
Eric. That was
And
the
then
week.
Ahmad.
Yeah.
He tried to give me a chance.
You let him have an extra
I
chance
felt
to stay in.
because his questions weren't their best.
It's all random, though.
Yeah,
I
you
swear
say
to
that.
you, I'm going right down the list. When I won't delete the list. I'll let you read.
So I gave him a
the list
chance. I'm like, you know what?
afterwards.
Let's do it. I'll do it.
So you gave him a second chance.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
He wasn't
This
eliminated.
terminal's broken.
No, that terminal is broken. Sorry, I gotta send. I gotta send in a
New studio.
report.
broken.
Okay, now I can.
All right, so now you can hear Twan is your number one fan.
My boy.
Not anymore.
It's Twan. Ahmad, how could you let Eric let you back into the game and you still couldn't even get second place? I was texting all day long. You should have got second place. Like, how could you do it? How could you do it, man? Why'd you do it to us, man? You let the caller down. You let me down by not even picking up the phone. I really wanted those tickets, man. How could you do it? How could you do it to me, Ahmad? It's all right, though, man. I need like a parting gift or something. Please. A shout out would be okay. But other than that, I love you guys, and I got to go back and tune into the show.
I'd let you know. Say he called in and he couldn't pick Ahmad to play. Somebody had him.
Okay.
Would he pick Rula or
Yeah.
Eric, Sam,
pick
or
one of
Kevin?
us.
He'll just hang
Because
up.
if he's a big
Try
Twan
again.
fan,
You mean Ahmad fan? If
Yeah.
Twan's a big Ahmad fan, would he play
Anyone
with one of
else?
us just to play to have a chance at the tickets?
His
Answer that,
loyalty,
Twan at 37530.
I bet your loyalty would change.
Oh. Okay, and I'm going to steal the little guy that be yelling all the time. Who's Alex? Let's go, Eric! He's going to be like, let's go,
I know for a
Eric!
fact he would not pick any of you guys.
And Twan would not switch up on me.
Well, there's a lot of passion behind our colors, from disappointment to anger. Special K, you have had a long-standing feud with Solange, Beyonce's sister, and the woman who coined
Ryan,
the
you're not
phrase.
supposed to call her that. Her name is just Solange.
Oh, Solange. Okay.
That's the whole
Yeah,
controversy.
you should know.
The
The whole
controversy
world would know.
is
No.
she doesn't want to be called Beyonce's sister.
The woman who coined the phrase "man baby" for Eric, she went after you, Kevin.
She always does.
Last year, I left a message asking Special K why he did not like Solange because I thought that he had had a personal interaction with her. Turns out he's never met her. He's mad at her because she was rude to a couple of people who interviewed her in another state. Solange was 20 at the time. She's now 37. And to hear last week the bitterness you still have for this woman after all this time, I find a bit peculiar, but okay, I agree. She could have handled the interview better. But your own on-air reaction to her interview was no better. You called her a B. And by the way, Kevin, you're damn lucky all you got from her father was a phone call and that he's not a Suge Knight or a Diddy. Look, your pissy attitude towards Solange was something that she said when she was barely out of her teens. For an interview that they conducted almost 17 years ago, dude, I think it's time you let go of your one-sided feud.
God, imagine her sassy mouth at 20.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're just digging yourself deeper.
Anyway, it wasn't 17 years ago because
Yeah, it was. She was 20.
we weren't on here.
No.
2003, we started the show. We got here in 2006.
Well, whenever that
Kevin didn't come
album
on.
got released.
No, whatever that was. Maybe it was like
'Cause that was like a year
2000
later. I mean,
or
close,
something.
but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Whatever. So we're all supposed to, you can be a butt when you're young, and then, oh, it's okay because you're young.
Well, everybody changes. You hope that you grow and mature. And
I know, but how many people in the last 3 years have been canceled because of something they said when they were young that came
which
back
you
to bite
shouldn't
them?
be. Look,
Yeah.
we've all said. I mean,
So it's a
Things we
double-edged sword.
regret.
You're saying, oh, you should dismiss it because the person was only 20 versus talk to the people who got canceled because they said something when they were 20 and now they're 37 and they can't get jobs.
Everyone's picking and choosing how
Right.
they want to
It depends how much they
cancel
like
you.
the
canceled and
person.
who doesn't.
Exactly.
all right, kids say the darndest things. Remember, we were doing that last week. Then this woman is hilarious.
Hi, I'm a teacher, and I wanted to say that one of my students on my first year of teaching wrote about a special moment when his mom's cousin comes over and spends the night after his dad leaves for work, and he leaves before Dad gets home. So he just went into a whole story about the cousin that comes over and visits at nighttime and brings some candy and a movie to watch so that him and his mom could watch a movie in their room. Pretty interesting. Have a good day, guys.
So this woman has told her child, that's my cousin.
Oh, my gosh.
Here's some candy in a movie. Go in the other room.
He's coming over to watch a movie. He's family.
My God.
Oh, my God. That is so sad.
Unless she's sleeping with
That makes me so
his
sad
cousin.
for the adult realization of that child to realize how manipulating that child
What was it we were talking about?
That sucks.
Last week where something ended a friendship. What was it? Was it like a...
It could be
they
anything.
went after somebody?
On this show, it could be anything.
Yeah, it could be revenge. It could be roses. It could be closure.
Yeah.
I mean, you take your pick. I don't know. Did we do a friend divorce topic? We have talked about friend divorce before. How it's hard to...
What do they say? Maybe they say it on the call.
All right, listen to this.
I lost my best friend of 17 years to a guy she went out with that I introduced her to for like 2 weeks. Him and I had been friends for like 10 years prior. And so 8 months later, he asked me out on a date. So I called her and said, hey, how do you feel about me going out with this friend of ours? She got so mad at me that she decided to block me on Facebook. The thing is I told her, if you're not okay with it, I will tell him no. But it didn't matter. She blocked me on Facebook. She blocked me on her phone. We haven't talked for almost 8 years. All of that over a guy she went out with for 2 weeks ended my 17-year friendship.
That's
I feel
rough.
for the girl.
That's rough. But I don't know what she's feeling for the girl because I don't remember that topic.
What was that? It's driving me
Let me look back in my show sheets.
Yeah, you've got your record.
What
I
did you
introduced
talk
my
about?
best friend to somebody, and then that somebody ended up being kind of a nightmare, and now we're all not friends anymore.
Oh, that
Because
sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
What, they viewed you responsible for a bad matchup?
No. They're still together. Those two.
Oh,
But
okay.
we don't all hang out anymore.
You're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You have the date of when that call came in, Ryan? Doesn't it have the date when people call
No,
the
because
line?
it has
I remember
the
we were kind of talking about something. I think it
today's date.
It was
'cause I
something about
edited.
that, but I can't put my...
might have been during closure.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I thought it was a dating topic.
Or was it date or ditch?
Maybe a date or
Maybe
ditch
it was
or
a date or
something?
ditch,
I
yeah.
don't see anything here. Let me see.
Where they went
I have
out
the
with
worst
somebody.
memory.
Oh my
I remember
gosh.
there's so many things here. So many things.
There's a
If you
lot.
can remember, texters, go ahead, 37530.
Yeah.
It may have fallen through the cracks. Roula may have been out that day. I think that was the day you were out, maybe?
Was I out last week one day?
I
I don't think
know.
so.
No, you were here.
No.
It was the week
here.
before. That call's been sitting in there for a while. All right, there you go. Listener lines, there's plenty of... You can call about anything. There's any reason whatsoever.
713-278-VENT.
You okay there, bud?
I'm having like a little moment.
8368 on your phone. See your moments.
Where am I? What am I doing?
You said what?
Time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
So HISD just released its compensation manual for next year's school year, and it outlines the proposed annual salaries for all the district's employees, including teachers. The district plans to increase minimum base salaries for teachers working at non-NES schools. It's going to go from $61,500 to $64,000, and it will bump the minimum hourly wage for all employees up to $15. So the district is projected to spend about $114.2 million more on salaries next year. That's a good thing, but not enough. We always need more money for our teachers. Justin Verlander is going to begin the Astros season on the injured list as a result of a shoulder issue, actually slowing his spring buildup. Team officials are optimistic that he'll miss minimal time. The Astros open the season on March 28th against the
It's supposed to
Yankees.
he doesn't have time to ramp up to the, take your time. It's only April.
I know.
You don't win championships in
First
April
game.
or May.
Right.
Take your time, buddy. We got enough. We have a lot of pitchers, so we'll be fine.
People are texting us what that girl called about, and it's so funny how people are fighting. Like, it was revenge. It was closure. It was revenge. It was closure. This person said it was when the girlfriend was dating the boyfriend, and the boyfriend tried to hook up with a girlfriend of like 8 years. She called out her friend.
I think it had to be closure.
Yeah, right?
Thanks for trying to help us, guys. But
Because revenge was
guitar guy.
Guitar guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
we
talked to a lot of
I
people.
can't say it when we get stumped. How about this? Nobody picked the winning numbers last night for the $650 million.
Woo! Yeah, guys.
I got $650. That's going to change my life.
Time to buy a ticket. It's over $600 million.
$650 million.
It wasn't good enough when it was $400 million. Now we're going to buy some
The
tickets.
jackpot's going to go up to $687 million for Friday's drawing. Now, Mega Millions hasn't seen a grand prize winner since December 8th of 2023 when 2 tickets shared a $394 million jackpot. By the way, somebody in Tomball is $2 million richer.
Nice.
A resident claimed a Powerball prize worth $2 million for a drawing back on December 30th. That person won the winning ticket at the Rose Hill Mini Mart and has chosen to remain anonymous.
I hope they're a big fan of
Smart.
the show. Maybe they'll have a pizza party with us.
That'd be great. Ice cream? Who doesn't like to smoke?
Pizza and ice cream?
A
Not
lot of pizza for $2 million.
Well,
Ice cream
they're not
party.
going to spend $2 million, but they could spend like 20 grand on
buy
it.
us a pie and we can split it.
You're right, though. Pizza and ice cream together would be, ooh.
Yeah, that'd be dangerous.
Well, Kevin drinks
We're not
milk
putting
with
it on
pizza.
top of there.
By the
Yeah,
way,
you have dessert after.
you guys seen that KFC's got a chicken pizza? It's like a
Oh, yeah, the chizza. Is what they're calling it.
Pizza?
The chizza.
Is it here in Houston?
I'm not
Or
sure.
is, you know what I mean? Because
I know my friend had it in Vegas. I saw it. It looked like a piece of chicken just with
we'll have to do some
pizza
research.
toppings on top.
So it doesn't have a crust. It's
Wait,
just chicken.
that sounds
Crust
like
is chicken.
Pizza called like chicken parmesan.
yeah. I was like, hold up.
Funny. Yes.
It must have crust or something. I don't know.
Oh my
It's a
God.
flattened fried chicken breast with the pizza toppings on top.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
chicken
God, it's chicken parmesan.
That is
It's
legit
like-
chicken parm. How
Yeah, they just added pepperoni to the chicken breast.
How
There's no crust
funny.
at all anywhere.
No.
Oh,
Look
that's
at it.
not a pizza.
I could
then.
maybe try that.
Like a chicken pot pie, just flip it upside down and then cut it.
I mean, it sounds good. Try it Tuesday.
Yeah. And I saw my friend tried Sunny D vodka.
Oh God, Sunny D is gross.
So, okay,
Like
so
those little-
Sunny
like those
D
seltzers?
Yeah.
makes
Sunny
a
Delight?
vodka. Oh, they make
The
a
seltzer.
No, I've had that.
Any good?
It is pretty damn good.
I heard it tastes like Fanta.
No way.
Is it by High Noon or something?
You know
like
what it
that? One
reminded
those
me
brands?
of? It might remind me of an Orange Crush.
Ooh,
Yes.
I like Orange Crush.
Orange Crush is good.
Do you like
Give me a
Orange
bubble
Crush,
gut
or do you like
I
the
did.
memory of what Orange Crush
I
was?
did when I was Fat Eric when I was 10.
You could probably have maybe one or two. They probably lean a little bit sweeter than what you really
Usually
like.
would be
Yeah,
drinking.
yeah. Let's have them. Let's do them.
All right, we'll bring that in.
Coming up next, Special K. Do you have a prank caller or a telemarketer turnaround?
This is a prank call. My dog ain't right, y'all, since he came back from that pet spa, that Petopia of yours.
Oh, whoa. What happened at that Petopia? Let's find out next on The Roula and Ryan Show.